Today, Uganda has over 8 million pupils in primary schools. A bulk of these, however, are unable to complete primary 7, while an even bigger number fail to make it past secondary level. Besides other factors, the cost of education is today being cited as a key cause. Indeed, parents are looking at school owners, especially private schools, as being money-minded and exploitative. Today, school fees in Uganda can range anywhere between 150,000 in government primary schools to northwards of 1.5 million shillings in private schools, normally associated with quality education.
As a parent, I have been able to cite out challenges when it comes to taking my kids to school. Now, the school structure may be different to the people that are given unto them. Now, when you are to look at the expenses of school fees, when you are to look at the expenses of development fees, it keeps on increasing slightly every month, every term, which is a challenge to us, the parents, given the fact that the economy of the country is not favorable.
The cost is even higher for boarding schools, and besides fees, parents have to put up with an ever-growing list of school requirements, which technically are the input school investors would have to buy to serve their clients, the students.
When you look at requirements, most schools tend to ask for more requirements, which threatens the parents more than school fees.
To school owners and administrators, however, the cost problem is beyond their control, since it is a reflection of what is happening in the economy, which today is grappling with fairly high prices for several items.
Definitely, because when the prices go very high, it means you are not able to pay the teachers very well. The food or the budget of the food, it encroaches on the salaries. So the budget that you had organized cannot run the way you organized it because the prices are very high. Look at sugar. The budget of Bishop West, we had calculated when sugar was around 190,000. And we ended up buying it at 265, 260. So it encroaches on other budgets. You look at soap, you look at the beans. There is no way you could be so sure of how you pay the teachers like you had organized earlier.
With these realities hitting home hard, educationists advise parents to look for schools they can afford.
The advice I will give to the parents out there, as a parent, and but when they say the word parent, it is encouraging two people, the mother and the father. So it is very, very crucial for the mother and the father to sit down and look at their income. The family's income plays a very big role in choosing which school you are taking your children to. And it is very important to sit and see how you can manage your budget, because taking children to school is a very long journey. But it doesn't stop any other thing which is within the family. Much as you are taking them to school, they must get medical treatment, they must dress, they must feed, they must have shelter. And you as parents, you must maintain the family. So when you are choosing the school where you are taking your children, after sitting with your partner, it depends on the budget. It is not like saying, this is what we want to go, this is where I want to go, because our neighbor has taken their child. The people I work with, my comrades at school, they are taking their children to this school where they are paying 2.5. This is where I should take my children. No.
To this, they add that their hands are tied, considering that some of the factors are beyond their control, such as the fact that they sit within the taxman's net despite offering a social service. They intimate that actually part of the fees charged is government money in form of tax.
Of course, the fees structure differs depending whether the institution is government, whether it is private, whether it's located in an urban or rural settings. All these things are going to influence the cost structure. But for us in the private sector, there are a number of things that we look at. For example, you cannot run a school without the requisite food items. So the cost of food is an important variable. The other thing is the utilities. The cost of utilities are important, especially if you have, for example, if toilets are running on water, then water is an important cost in cost structure of the school. We have to pay for power and telecommunications that runs the internet facilities. So utilities are an important aspect of the cost structure.
So as the country seeks solutions to arrest the steadily escalating school fees situation, it is clear that a lasting solution should have both government and school owners on board, reading the same script.